Stephanie Bain, I have a books. I'm a book nerd. There's so many books. Hello everyone, Stephanie here. You guys just saw me in another video. Unless you're seeing this first, then I have another video. I have like a weird little thing going with my hair there. Anyway, today's video is going to be a review on Fallen Angels by David Lammer. David Lammer contacted me. He's a debut author to review his book, and I liked the premise. So I was like, yes. So he sent me an ebook version of his book. I read it. I really honestly should have read this in the beginning of the month, but with being sick and stuff, and I just didn't read the beginning of this month at all. I read very, very slowly this beautiful book, and I didn't read for like 2 weeks. I read the same thing. So I need to like hustle. I'm so excited about the last star. Anyway, this book is about Evie, or Evelyn, but I call her Evie. Evie, I think is what you call her. Eve. Whatever. Her. She is, loses her parents, and then from the big city, New York, she moves to Montana, where she stays with her aunt and uncle, and angels are out to kill her. And she may or may not fall in love with the demon boy. And I have to say, I really enjoyed this book. I gave it a 3.75 out of 5 stars. The only reason why I took off stars was 1 full star was because I needed more. I needed more in the sense where the characters are actually developed really well. I liked these characters a whole lot. I just felt like the interaction between characters, I needed more of that. I needed a little bit more plot building before the plot plays out, because it's an amazing plot. It's an amazing setting. I really stinking loved it, because I don't read a lot of books that are in like the South in a small town like that, other than like Nicholas Sparks, but those aren't really like small towns the way this was a small town. And also there was a mixture of insta love and a tiny bit of Twilight reminiscence that I actually kind of enjoyed. And there was even parts where I kind of felt, like some Vampire Diary vibes. Not that there's scenes out of it, although there's one scene that really did scream like Eclipse Breaking Dawn to me. I let that slide, but I was just like, oh, okay, that's very reminiscent to those. And you guys know me, like I don't know if their intentions are to write scenes like that, but I've noticed that I pick up on that, just kind of like The Fifth Wave and The Host. There's just some things that really stick out and they kind of like nag at me, but that's the only reason why I took off. Other than that, I loved the story. I loved Evie, and I really loved Brandon. I thought he was such a cute character, and I liked him so much more than I liked Halel. I loved the plot and just the way it moves forward, but again, I just felt like it moved forward a little too quickly, and I felt like if the story would have been longer, it would have been a little bit more played out, but towards the end, it just really cleans up extremely nice. I don't know how many books there's gonna be to this series, but I can see the second book, just like I have ideas of what's gonna play out, and I'm just like really curious to see how that's actually gonna play out. But I loved the angels and I loved the demons, and I honestly can't wait to see more of the angels and demons in the second book, and I'm really excited to just see just how everything goes. Like, I'm so excited. Like, this book is it kind of like just sucked me in. I haven't felt that since probably, like, in the same way, since probably like The Fifth Wave, where you just kind of become very engrossed in it, and you're just like, you're just sucked into it. I was extremely sucked into the story, and I actually really enjoyed the vibes that I felt like. I felt like it would have been such a perfect fall read, and I think that's why I'm like in denial that it's not fall right now. But I loved it, and I would highly recommend it. Like, it's just so good. It was cute in some moments, sad in other moments, funny as shit. It's very funny. I liked the wit of the characters. I liked their banter between certain characters. I just wish there was more character communication, and just that was the biggest thing. It's just more. I needed a little bit more. But I just want to talk about a few things in the spoilery section, but I will leave all of the links down below, the Goodreads page, the Amazon page, and the author's page, and anything else I'm forgetting, and I'll leave those down below. But I really enjoyed it. I highly recommend it for a fun read. It was good, and I really do see this building up and becoming more, and I'm just so excited. Okay, I have a couple things I need to talk about in the spoilery section, so goodbye non-spoilery people, and hello spoilery people. So really, I just wanted to talk about the reasoning behind why, even though there's kind of like a love triangle, I was a little pissed off with Evie that she kind of used Brandon in that way. Because I preferred Brandon over Halo. I thought Brandon was a much better option as a love interest. I mean, that could just be me. I don't know if you agree or disagree. But I preferred Brandon. Like, he's just so... he's so swoon-worthy. And the thing is I felt another reason why I preferred Brandon over Halo is because there wasn't enough Halo in the book. I wanted more of him, and I think that's why I naturally I'm more attached to Brandon. Also, I did not appreciate the insta-love between Halo and Evie. Like, I understand that she's pretty much Eve reincarnate. Like, that's her. I kind of get that, and that's why towards the end, I didn't really mark off too much for it, because I was like, oh, she's kind of like a reincarnation type thing. But I just didn't appreciate the insta-love between them. How devastated she was when he was gone for like 2 weeks, or, you know, like things like that. I was just like, okay, that's a bit much. But of course, you guys know, like, I have an issue with romance in novels. I really, really do. And I just like, I'm kind of that, like, I'm like the 1% that I would rather not have any romance in the novel if it takes away from it. And it didn't take away in this sense with this story. I just felt like I just didn't appreciate it. And then like the scene where she rips off her clothes in front of Halo and Chell, I'm like, no. I was cringing. I was like, no, no, don't do that. Like, I did not appreciate that. But I really did enjoy it. Okay, the part though that kind of was reminiscent to like Eclipse / Breaking Dawn was right before the fight when she's trying to convince Brandon not to go and like stay by her side. And I was just like, Jacob much? Like, really? That kind of reminded me of that. And also the whole fight scene, how they're coming out and it's snowing, and, you know, they take him away to like the separate little part so she can negotiate. I mean, I'm glad the fight actually did happen, but that too was very Twilighty. But, you know, what are you gonna do? Other than that though, I liked the ending. I loved the epilogue. I cannot wait to see what happens in the next book. Like the whole Locust or whatever you fucking call them, and Gabriel, that son of a bitch. Oh, and the blonde angel girl. I want to say that's... oh, I forgot her name. The cheerleader. Like, do you think she's the angel girl? Like, they didn't specify that, but I have an inkling. It might be her, because she's like, oh, you chose her instead. And the freaking professor was a demon. Like, oh my goodness. Like, there was a lot of things I wasn't expecting, but like, I really did enjoy the angel aspect. The angels are pretty much horrible people, and the demons are like better. Like, I loved that. Like, I fucking loved that. And Halo was originally Lucifer. Like, I thought, I was like, yeah, that's awesome. That's stinking awesome. Oh, and another thing, is Brandon supposed to be Adam in this scenario? Like, obviously we know Evelyn is Eve, like reincarnated. So she, and that's another thing, like, I feel like it'll get more explained, but she's pretty much like what she was like the demon's chance. Obviously when she killed Samuel, you know, the angel of death, they all got wings. Like, she changed that. Like, the demons now have wings, and they have the mark of the morning star. And I'm just like, what the fuck's going on? Like, this is so awesome. Now that Adam and Eve are reincarnated, like, so is Brandon supposed to be Adam in this scenario, or have we yet to meet Adam? I don't know about that. I don't know what's gonna happen. But I really stinking enjoyed this book. It was so good. I love the vibes that it gave me. Just like, you know, when you read a book and it gives you like a nice warm fuzzy feeling. Every story has an aura, and I loved the aura of this book. That's the only way I can describe it, in a way that feeling each book gives you. It gave me such like good vibes, and I loved it, and I can't wait for the next book. So that's like all I really have to talk about. But again, I really did enjoy the story. There was only those two things that I was like, okay, whatever. But oh, and the whole, like I was saying, the whole thing between Hallel and Eve kind of gets explained to me in the end, when I understand fully that she's not just like a new Eve. No, like she's pretty much Eve reincarnated. So that's why he's like, I've been waiting for you for like forever. I was just like, oh, maybe that's why she felt so drawn to him, and that's why she felt like so sad when he was like not there. I was like, you guys like loved each other before. So I was like, okay, that makes sense. I liked it. I really did. But I still like Brandon. I just need to see more of Halo, and then maybe I'll like him more. But I like Brandon a lot. But anyway, that is my review for Fallen Angels by David Lammer. Have you like enjoyed it when you read it? I have hiccups. Oh, the struggle is so real. But I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Comment down below what you thought of the book if you read it. Yada yada yada. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.